What's up, everyone? John Ranger from Techno Buffalo here, excitedly ready to unbox the Microsoft Surface with Windows RT. We saw this guy when it was unveiled a few months back in Los Angeles, and now it's time to get my tablet-loving hands all over it. I'm very curious to see how it performs, see how it holds up to the test, whether or not it can be used as a tablet, as a laptop, or a hybrid of both. Let's go ahead and dig in. Alright, so here we've got the box for the Microsoft Surface. What I've got here is the 32GB version. It's also going to come in a 64GB model. Prices are going to vary for just the 32GB model at $499 or $599 if you want the 32GB model plus the touch cover, or $699 for 64GB plus touch cover, no option for 64 without. So the box is pretty much just black and a fingerprint magnet at that, telling you a bit what's in it. We've got some pretty awesome security tape here, which is an excuse for me to bust out my Techno Buffalo knife. See, it's got a buffalo on it and everything. We'll go ahead and open that up, and we'll slice the tape off, and not my finger. There we go. And let's take a look at the Microsoft Surface. I haven't seen this since it was announced a few months back in LA. We've got Surface logo. And there is the touch cover. I got the black version. It comes in a variety of different colors. Push that off to the side for just a second. Nothing else living inside of there. Let's jump on into the box. We've got some more super good security tape. Let's pull that off. And got one more piece here. And that is gone. And here is the Surface ready for its grand debut. Boom, boom, boo-doo! Microsoft Surface. So let's look at the power brick first. We'll do an unboxing in reverse order. It's a magnet, and it's got a pretty cool looking power brick, actually. Very neat design. So there's that. Doesn't look like there's much else in here except for this guy. Let's go ahead and take it out. And here is the Microsoft Surface. And this is, of course, the Windows RT version. The Pro version will be coming at an undisclosed time in the future. We've got some more materials in here. Let's see if there are Windows stickers. Surface, about it, and some other goodness. So here is the version of Windows RT. And just to clarify, Windows RT is versus Windows Pro. It's going to look like regular Windows 8, but it's not going to be able to run traditional Windows applications, stuff that you could run on Windows 7 or Windows Vista. The only applications it'll run in its sort of regular Windows mode is going to be Microsoft Office and a few other key apps like Paint. Otherwise, all the applications are going to run in the modern UI. And you'll have full access, of course, to the Windows Store. So I'll go ahead and pull this off. I want to run through all the specs of this. And now I've got my hands on the Surface, and I'm sure it is all fingerprinty. Alright, so here is the Microsoft Surface, all taken out of its box and ready to be manhandled. So it's going to come in a few different configurations. $499 for just the 32GB version. You want to add $100 if you want the touch cover, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes. If you want a 64GB version, it's going to come with a touch cover for $700. This is running Windows RT. There'll be a Pro version coming in the near future. So from a dimension standpoint, we are looking at 10.81 inches by 6.77 inches by 0.37 inches, and it weighs 24 ounces. It's got a 10.6 inch screen, which Microsoft is calling a ClearType HD display, 1366 by 768, and if you got a calculator handy or you're just a math whiz, that's 148 ppi, and of course we're looking at a 16:9 aspect ratio. You're going to get about 8 hours of use in the battery, and again, it's being powered by a Tegra 3 quad-core chip, 1.3 gigahertz, augmented with 2 gigs of RAM. So you're looking at traditional tablet specs. And again, 32 or 64 gig storage. We've got two cameras on here. We got one on the front and one on the back, and both can shoot 720p video for video calling. Of course, Wi-Fi is here, as is Bluetooth 4.0. Absent, though, is NFC. So the build of this, Microsoft is calling it VaporMag. Essentially, they're using a magnesium alloy for lightness and strength, as opposed to traditionally used aluminum. It's got a integrated kickstand. Boom. doesn't kick you, but it does make it stand up. It's got a USB 2.0 port for bringing your favorite peripherals or just charging your phone or tablet. And Microsoft Office is included. So let's go ahead and check a look at this kickstand and see how it works. So pop it out, and then it stands there. Relatively stable. You definitely pop it that way to watch a movie, or if you want to peck on the screen, won't be a problem at all. So let's do a quick tour of the device. I'll go ahead and throw that kickstand back. On the left-hand side, volume rocker up and down, 3.5mm headset jack, and a speaker. On the top, we've got a power and lock button, 2 speakers. On the right-hand side, that's where USB 2.0 port's going to live, micro HDMI. And we've got another speaker, and there is where your charging port is going to dwell. And then we've got the kickstand slot on the side for putting that in. And when the kickstand is down, it feels pretty flush. The build quality is really outstanding with the Surface, and that's where the connection for the touch cover is going to live. And speaking of touch cover, let's go ahead and bring that guy in. So extremely thin. Pretty much just looks like a cover. It's pretty impressive that they were able to get a full keyboard in there. No key throws at all on this. If you want a traditional keyboard feel, you're going to want the type cover, which I think is just a stopgap for people to get used to using this guy. In addition to a full keyboard, you're also going to get a mouse and 2 clicky buttons. I'm very curious how long it's going to take to get used to this guy. Microsoft has been saying things just work, and they're touting the clicky noise and how secure this magnet and latch system is, but let's put that to the test. So there's the connectors on the bottom. Here's a touch cover. Click. There we go. There's a click, and they're saying it's super strong. I'm holding my hand in there just in case, but it does appear to be very strong. And you can fold it over, and it's going to protect your screen and also give you a full keyboard. It's going to come in a variety of colors. But of course, one of the cool things you can do with this guy is typing and set it up as side of a laptop. So it'll pop out the kickstand, drop down our keyboard, put that down, and now you could pretty much use this as a laptop tablet hybrid. Of course, having full Microsoft Office access, you can take notes. OneNote is going to be included on here as well, so you can take this guy to class or a business meeting and have access to whatever you need. So very curious to put this guy through its tests, to use it, to turn it on, to get used to the interface. And we'll be coming back with another video showing you a hands-on impressions and of course a full-on review. Anything that you guys want to see by the Microsoft Surface, be sure to let us know. I'm John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo. Be sure to check us out for the latest and greatest tech news, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.